Doorbell cameras capture some of the creepiest moments you could ever imagine. From ghostly figures to strange creatures, these eerie sightings leave no room for peace. Get ready as I take you through the scariest doorbell footage that might make you think twice before answering the door at night.
Please help me.
What? What's wrong with you?
It is for me.
You might have seen clowns in circuses and parks amusing children, but what if late at night a real clown appeared right in front of your house back in 2014 in California? This happened to one man when a clown showed up on his doorbell camera, leaving a chilling record of its presence. The clown was holding balloons and stood just outside the house, looking like it was there to abduct someone. It quietly moved closer, peeking to see if the door was open, but it wasn't. After a moment, it wandered off, probably heading to the next house. Soon, reports flooded in from across the city about clown sightings caught on home surveillance. Authorities are now on high alert, trying to track down these creepy clowns. Restless road spirit.
Who are you?
Please let me in.
Huh?
On May 23rd, 2024 in Ohio, a boy driving late at night had a chilling experience. Out of nowhere, a creepy figure appeared, stopping him in the middle of the road. It was a woman who looked like a ghost, her pale face pressed close to the window. She begged him to let her in, saying she was searching for her lost child. Afterward, many speculated she wasn't a living person, but a restless spirit, forever haunted by loss and bound to the road, searching endlessly for what was taken from her.
Please help me.
What? What's wrong with you?
It is for me.
Scary witch. After a long day at work, a man came home only to hear strange noises outside. Curious, he peeked out of the window and was shocked to see a creepy figure on top of his van. It looked like a witch with dark, mysterious vibes that made it feel like she had been following him for some time. As he stood frozen in fear, she suddenly flew toward him. Just then, the video abruptly cut off, leaving his fate a mystery. Disappearing man mystery. In Texas, a bizarre incident happened right in front of a man's house. As he took a few steps forward, he suddenly disappeared, turning into a dot of light that shot up into the sky. Naturally, people jumped to conclusions, thinking he had been abducted by aliens, who are often believed to be trying to contact humans. But the truth turned out to be much simpler. The man himself posted the footage online after seeing it on camera, explaining that it was just a trick of light, nothing more. The strange event was simply a visual illusion. Creepy road walker. A video of a strange figure walking on a road has left viewers completely puzzled. The pale, eerie figure was moving on all fours with a cautious, almost nervous demeanor. It seemed like it was trying to hide, constantly looking around to make sure no one was watching. Some viewers suggested it could be an alien, while others speculated it was a cryptid creature like the rake or even a skinwalker. The way it moved, blending both human and animal-like traits, only added to the mystery. Whatever the truth, one thing was clear: it didn't seem like anything that should be walking among us. Humanoid monster. A wildlife researcher set up a camera in a forest to study the area overnight. The next day, while reviewing the footage, he spotted something unexpected. From one angle, the camera caught a creepy figure peeking out from behind a tree, as if it had noticed the device. At first glance, it looked like an alien, but the second angle revealed something even scarier. The creature was walking on all fours, its shape resembling a rake, a humanoid monster often whispered about in scary tales. The researcher is now determined to reveal the truth about this mysterious creature. Child's ghost. CCTV footage from a woman's house became the talk of the town. The video showed a shadowy figure in her front yard, a child in a white robe. But here's the twist, the woman didn't have a child. Some thought it might have been a lost girl, but there was no way anyone could have entered. The yard was fully fenced and the gates were locked. The woman was certain it wasn't human and believed it was the ghost of a girl taking over her house. Dealing with this eerie presence would be a real challenge for her. Not just her. This incident left everyone in the area scared. Haunted parking lot. In Pasialan, CCTV footage from a parking lot caused a stir when strange skeleton-like figures were spotted walking around. One of them moved closer to the camera, but its creepy and twisted appearance made it hard to figure out exactly what it was. Some believe these could be ghosts from the nearby forest. After the footage went viral, the parking lot was abandoned, with no one daring to go back. It's safe to say that place hasn't seen many visitors since. Blank page mystery. An explorer went into a spooky forest famous for paranormal sightings. As he wandered deeper, he found a blank page stuck to a tree. It seemed like someone was trying to send a message or maybe distract him. But then the real fear kicked in. A creepy white humanoid figure appeared. It had no face, no features, just a plain, terrifying body. The explorer believed he had disturbed a ghost. Who knows if this spirit will let him live peacefully after this encounter? Only time will tell. Mysterious creature. A security camera footage came from East Texas on July 7th, 2019 that captured something strange. Suddenly, on the dark road, a pale, skinny, long-armed creature appeared. It was walking slowly on its arms and legs. The overall look of this strange creature led many to believe it could be a Sasquatch or some other unknown cryptid, but no one could say for sure as it was too far down the road. After that night, they kept on monitoring the road daily, but the creepy creature was never seen there again. Creepy doorbell footage. A homeowner got a notification from their doorbell camera late one night. When they checked the footage, they saw a woman acting all weird. What stood out most was how the light reflected off her eyes, something human eyes don't usually do. This detail led some to believe she could be a skinwalker, a shape-shifting witch said to take the form of humans or animals. Now the neighbors are on high alert. After all, who knows whose doorstep these mysterious visitors might show up next? Possessed lady. A woman contacted the police after spotting something strange on her doorbell camera. At first, it looked like a normal visitor, but her behavior was far from normal. She stared into the glass door and then into the camera in a bizarre, unsettling way. It seemed as if she was possessed by a supernatural force searching for her next target. Thankfully, the homeowner's door was locked, but with no sign of where she went next, the town is left wondering where this mysterious figure might appear again. Invisible showed up. Workers wrapping up at an under-construction shop had no idea something eerie was nearby. Suddenly, a creepy figure crawling backward on all fours appeared on the CCTV footage. Strangely, the workers didn't see it, but their cat did. The cat stared intensely at the spot where the figure moved. When they reviewed the footage later, they saw it clearly. That day, it became clear there are beings invisible to us, yet cameras can sometimes capture their presence. Go check yours. Disturbing figure. Another creepy sighting was captured on a home surveillance camera late at night. A ghostly figure, dressed in white with messy hair, appeared right in front of the house. It slowly approached the door, making strange, disturbing movements that frightened everyone who saw the footage. After a brief visit, the figure turned and walked away, likely searching for its next stop. Luckily, this house was left undisturbed, but you never know. Your home could be next on its haunted tour. Fresno nightcrawlers. A dog was acting strangely in the front yard, staring suspiciously into the distance. Suddenly it began barking loudly, as if something unknown had caught its attention. Out of nowhere, a shadowy figure zipped across the road, moving at an unbelievable speed. When the owner checked the video, it was clear. What appeared to be just legs speeding away, with no upper body in sight. Many believed it resembled the Fresno nightcrawlers, a mysterious woodland spirit or cryptid. It vanished quickly, but left behind undeniable proof of its existence in the town. Lost spirit. Late at night, you'd usually expect to see stray dogs wandering the streets, but this time, something far more sinister was caught on surveillance. A figure crawling down the street moved in a strange and uneasy way. Its limbs bent unnaturally as it crept forward, creating a terrifying sight. It seemed like a lost spirit had found its place in the town. After that night, the street became infamous, and no one dared to step foot outside after sunset again. Scary swing pusher. Security cameras are catching more than just people these days. In one strange case, a CCTV camera recorded something truly bizarre. Out of nowhere, a figure dressed in a white robe appeared, standing still as if frozen in place like a statue. It didn't move for a while, but then something even stranger happened. The figure suddenly appeared behind a swing in the yard and began to push it back and forth as if giving an invisible child a ride. Whatever the reason for its presence, it's clear that there are entities sharing our spaces, for which we might not always be aware. Tiny haunting visitor. A town was disturbed by eerie cries late at night, so they decided to set up a camera to figure out what was causing it. When they checked the footage, they were horrified by what they saw. A small, ghostly figure with long hair was seen wandering the streets. It passed through a closed gate, then returned moments later. Spiritual healers were called in, and the crying stopped soon after, but some claim the ghostly figure still appears on foggy nights. No one in the town knows when or if they will ever be rid of their tiny, haunting visitor. Bizarre visitor at window. A child who was just chilling and watching cartoons when something totally bizarre showed up on the security camera. Out of nowhere, an alien with an elongated head and dark hollow eyes peeked through the left window. It was super creepy. The moment it noticed the child and the camera, it quickly disappeared, like it wasn't interested in talking or anything, just spying on the humans inside. Pretty wild, right? So next time you're home alone at night, maybe keep an eye on your windows. You never know who or what could be watching. Myth came alive. After a sudden power outage, a worker stepped outside to check things out and saw something terrifying. Someone was messing with the electric circuit, but the most chilling part, this figure had no head. Some people thought it might have been a ghost, while others suggested it could be a blemmy, a mythical creature known for having faces on its chest instead of a head. Whether ghost or legend, the idea that these creatures are roaming freely is pretty alarming. Driveway dancer. A homeowner's CCTV captured a truly strange scene. A bizarre creature appeared in the driveway, moving in odd ways with its unnaturally long arms and legs. The strange display lasted only a few moments, and by the time anyone checked, the creature had disappeared. No one knew about this unusual visitor until the footage was reviewed. Some believe it was a prank, others think it might have been an alien. This strange driveway dancer has left the neighborhood buzzing with theories, but the truth remains a mystery. The creature has not been seen since. Magical elf. On June 7th, 2019, a woman's security camera caught something truly strange. A small, unusual figure appeared, moving in a funny, almost playful way, like it was dancing as it walked. It seemed excited, as if it had reached the desired place. The figure took a few steps, then disappeared from view. The video spread like wildfire, and people couldn't stop talking about it. Some thought it might be an alien stopping by, while others speculated it could be Dobby, the magical elf from Harry Potter who came to life. Whatever it was, this mysterious visitor became a viral sensation overnight. Spooky surprise. Late one night, a man noticed something odd outside his house. A creepy clown slowly walked up to his doorbell camera, moving in an unusual way. It stood there for a few moments, staring at the camera before turning and walking away. The man felt uneasy and couldn't figure out what was happening. The next day, the man found out it was just his neighbor dressed up for Halloween fun. What looked like a scary moment was actually a simple costume surprise. Clown inside property. In Texas, a homeowner woke up one morning to a strange sight. The gate to his backyard was wide open. Worried, he checked the security footage from the night before. What he saw was disturbing. A person dressed as a clown, with a suit, mask, and holding a knife, was wandering around his property. The clown looked through windows and tried to open doors, clearly attempting to get inside. This happened in 2016, during the creepy clowns craze that was going on at the time. While some people were just trying to scare others for fun, others used it as a cover peeper for more serious actions. Luckily, the clown left after failing to get inside, but the video footage stayed as a proof of the frightening event. Haunted construction site. A worker was finishing up his shift alone in an under-construction building, wrapping up for the day. Everything seemed normal at first, but suddenly, out of nowhere, a ghostly figure covered in white cloth appeared behind one of the windows. At first, he didn't notice anything unusual, but then construction materials fell to the ground on their own. That's when he saw the figure clearly. He ran as fast as he could, realizing that the ghost wasn't going to let the work continue. It seemed like the property had already been claimed. Mysterious gate crossing. An unbelievable sight caught on CCTV camera at night. The front gate of a house was left open. At first, it seemed like a regular person walking up to the gate, but here's where it gets creepy. Instead of walking through the open side of the gate, the figure actually passed right through the closed side. That's when it hit. This wasn't a regular person at all. It seemed like something supernatural had made its way into the yard. What appeared to be a simple late-night event turned into an unsettling mystery. Scariest doorbell footage. Take a look at this scariest video. A woman with a horrifying face approached a house quietly and rang the doorbell. When no one came out, she angrily moved closer to the camera, almost as if warning the homeowner to step outside. What happened next? The doorbell camera suddenly stopped recording. Many compared her creepy appearance to Chucky, the sinister doll-turned-possessed character. It's hard to say what she wanted, but one thing's for sure. It was a close call the residents will never forget. CCTV creature mystery. A man was reviewing CCTV footage to check on his car when something strange caught his eye. A small, bizarre creature ran across the screen. At first glance, it looked like it had only arms and a head, nothing anyone had seen before. But as he looked closer, the mystery unraveled. It turned out to be an optical illusion. The creature was actually a skunk, and its white fur patterns made it look like a crawling oddity on the grass. Horrifying psycho. On September 5th, 2016, a family's security camera captured a strange figure in their driveway. At first, he appeared to be an ordinary man, but as he approached, his face gave off a sinister and creepy vibe. He was holding a knife and seemed to address the camera as if leaving a message silently. After the strange encounter, he calmly walked away. The family reported the incident, and security was increased in the area. However, the man never returned. Many believed he was just a mentally unstable person, but his intentions remain unclear. Ghostly bridge creatures. Just when you think the world has shown you everything, a creepy incident surfaces. A viral video captured two ghostly figures sitting at opposite corners of a bridge. One appeared to be resting, while the other suddenly plunged into the water below. Locals near the bridge shared their own stories, claiming the area is tied to the spirits of a couple who met a tragic end there. Now, many believe the figures in the footage were their restless spirits, unable to leave the bridge behind. Silent Haunter. A woman uploaded a strange video online that quickly caught attention. It showed an old lady standing outside a house with odd behavior. She was holding a knife in her hand and quietly waiting for someone to open the door. But the story took a creepy turn when neighbors revealed that the woman in the video had passed away years ago. This left people divided. Some believed it was the ghost of the same lady haunting the place she once lived. Others argued it might just be someone who looked like her. Whatever the truth, there's no denying how unsettling this incident is. Shadowy figures. In October 2022, police were reviewing CCTV footage while searching for a thief, but they stumbled upon something completely unexpected. Out of nowhere, two shadowy figures appeared on the footage. They weren't fully visible, and their movements were hard to explain. The incident quickly sparked debates. Some people believed these figures were ghosts, tied to the area's haunted past. Others dismissed it as a simple camera glitch. To this day, no one has been able to explain the strange sighting, keeping the mystery alive. Strange sighting. In Arizona, a man outside his home came across something strange. It was walking on all fours, but its face looked deformed, unlike any animal he could recognize. As soon as it noticed him, it slowly walked away, disappearing into the shadows. Speculations soon began. Some believed it was a skinwalker, while others thought it might be an animal created in a laboratory. However, experts offered a simpler explanation. It was likely a deformed pug caused by poor breeding, while the man couldn't be sure it was an encounter he'd never forget. Haunted town secrets. Back on August 28, 2021, a man noticed his bike had gone missing from his garage. When he checked the CCTV footage, what he saw was unbelievable. His bike appeared to move on its own, with no driver in sight. It looked as if an invisible force had taken it for a ride. Not long after, reports of another strange event surfaced. In a park nearby, outdoor fitness equipment seemed to be used by an unseen power. That's when the locals began to suspect that their town wasn't just shared with neighbors, it was shared with ghosts too. Scary figure. Late one night, CCTV cameras captured a bizarre and chilling figure outside a residence. The footage showed something running on all fours around the property. While it stayed distant, its movements were unsettling, a strange mix of human and dog-like behavior. As the figure came closer, its body appeared human, but the way it moved on all fours resembled a canine. Many speculated it was just a person running in an odd, animalistic way. Others believed it was something far scarier, perhaps a human possessed by an animalistic demon. Mysterious bin movement. In a quiet driveway, a CCTV camera recorded something unusual. A trash bin placed between two parked cars began to slowly move forward. After a few stops and starts, it rolled right out into the road. At first, it seemed the bin moved due to its wheels and an uneven surface. But something didn't add up. Trash bins are designed to stay put because of their weight. This one only had two wheels at the back, making its movement even stranger. Many wondered if it was simply physics or a ghostly presence giving the bin a push. The eerie sight left everyone puzzled. Mysterious man. A strange clip from a home surveillance camera left everyone baffled. It showed a half-naked man clutching a pole, appearing to have a deep conversation with someone or something invisible. The eerie exchange lasted for several minutes, but what happened next was even more shocking. As the man began to walk away, his body seemed to turn transparent. The parked car behind him became visible through his fading form. It seemed as though the man wasn't just talking to an unseen presence, but may have been a ghost himself. Invisible protector. A boy was walking home down an empty road when a thief suddenly attacked, trying to steal his belongings. But then, something incredible happened. Out of nowhere, it seemed like a supernatural being emerged from the boy, confronting the thief. The thief, terrified, ran off into the night, and just as quickly as it had appeared, the mysterious being vanished back into the boy. When witnesses looked at the footage, all they saw was a blurry figure and then nothing, leaving everyone to wonder if an invisible guardian had stepped in to protect the boy. Tiny creatures spotted. A home security camera captured a bizarre scene that has everyone talking. One evening, two small black creatures about the size of car tires appeared in a driveway. These strange beings moved around like they were on patrol, even seeming to chat with each other. After their odd performance, the creatures slipped behind a parked car and vanished without a trace. Some people think they might have spotted rare bush babies, while others swear they saw mini Wookiees from Star Wars. Whatever they were, these tiny beings gave the town a night it won't forget. Headless girl. A scary sight was caught on CCTV in Padre Las Casas, Azua. At first, it looked like a woman in a white dress walking down the street, but as she got closer, things took a terrifying turn. She was headless. The strange figure seemed to float almost like a ghost. Many believe it was the spirit of a restless soul. No one has been able to explain the video, but it's a mystery that's hard to forget. The chilling footage has left everyone disturbed. Mysterious creature. Every night, a man was haunted by a spooky sight on his lawn. Determined to catch what was happening, he set up an iPad in his window to record the strange occurrences. What he captured was unbelievable. A gray, humanoid creature moving oddly, as if it were searching for something it had lost. Frightened, the homeowner called a priest for help. After reciting some verses, the demonic creature vanished. Was it a lost spirit or something more sinister? We may never know, but one thing's for sure, this homeowner won't forget his unwelcome guest anytime soon. Fairy or moth? Do you believe in fairies? It's said that they appear to those who truly believe. One homeowner shared a video claiming to have caught a fairy in his house. At first, he spotted something on his front door camera and then again inside the house. The homeowner was sure it was a fairy, but others weren't convinced. Many dismissed it, saying it was just a moth. While the debate continues, the homeowner still believes he caught a view of something magical. Unseen presence revealed. On October 15th, a man received a motion detection notification from his Ring camera about something moving outside his front door. When he checked the footage, he was stunned to see a dark, shadowy figure walking in the yard. Only the figure's legs were visible. The rest of its body was a translucent shadow. The people nearby didn't see it, which made it clear this wasn't a glitch. The others were clearly visible, making it seem like something paranormal was at play. Alien encounter reported. On October 12th, 2023, a family was terrified by an extraterrestrial visitor right outside their house. The creature appeared to be a gray alien with an elongated head and dark eyes. One of the cameras caught it hiding behind a pillar, but a moment later, the family's baby girl spotted it walking across the yard outside their window. They quickly called the police for help, but by the time they arrived, the alien was gone. The investigation is still ongoing, with authorities wondering if the alien is hiding somewhere on Earth waiting to be found. Open discussion. This clown sighting is one of the creepiest we've heard of. A scary clown with messy hair appeared outside a door, its appearance enough to make anyone run in fear. The clown seemed to be giving off the same kind of warnings seen in past incidents, leading many to believe it was part of a sinister group using clown disguises to intimidate or even harm people. Authorities need to take this seriously and stop dismissing it as mere pranks. Who knows what might be hiding behind that costume? Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.